What if everyone on Earth became immortal? Imagine a world where everyone is suddenly granted immortality. No more aging, no more diseases, no more fear of death. One day, at the stroke of midnight, something strange happens. A mysterious cosmic event occurs, altering the fabric of time and space itself. People stop aging. The diseases that once plagued humanity are now a thing of the past. This phenomenon is instant. Everyone on Earth, no matter their age, is forever preserved in the state they were in at that moment. The world is left to deal with what happens next. At first, the reaction is one of disbelief. People stand in their homes, looking at themselves in mirrors, unable to comprehend the situation. They check their pulse, their breathing, even cut themselves to see if they heal. And they do, instantly. Some of them laugh in disbelief, some cry. But for the most part, they just stare, frozen, as they try to understand the magnitude of what has just happened. After a few hours, the realization sets in. They cannot die. They will never die. For the first time in history, humanity is granted a true form of immortality. At first, society rejoices. People celebrate in the streets. Governments announce that this is a new beginning for humanity. There are no more worries about wars, disease, or famine. People can pursue their dreams without the pressure of running out of time. The elderly, who had once faced the inevitability of death, now find themselves rejuvenated, living in the bodies of their younger selves. Even the terminally ill, whose lives were once hanging by a thread, are healed, their conditions gone without a trace. Everyone is given a second chance, a new life. But as time passes, cracks begin to appear in this perfect world. At first, it's small things. People grow restless. The world is no longer a place where time is a precious commodity. With immortality comes the luxury of infinite time, but also the possibility of infinite boredom. People begin to lose interest in everything that once mattered. There are no longer any consequences for actions. Everyone has time to waste, and they start wasting it in ways that once would have been unimaginable. The thrill of life begins to fade. Governments and economies start to struggle. With no death, population growth skyrockets. Cities become overcrowded, resources begin to dwindle. Food, water, and housing are in short supply, and the once stable systems of society begin to crumble under the weight of endless lives. Scientists work tirelessly to find new solutions, but no matter how many advances they make, the problem remains. There's simply too many people, and not enough resources. Meanwhile, an even more profound problem begins to take root. The psychological toll of immortality. People, unable to die, begin to grow disillusioned with life. Relationships, once cherished for their fleeting nature, lose their meaning. Friendships are strained as people outlive each other, watching their loved ones grow distant, unable to escape the passage of time. Families grow distant as generations of relatives live on, each one a ghost of the others. The sense of meaning that once drove people's lives begins to erode. The need to achieve, to do something great before time runs out, fades away. Even the most creative minds begin to suffer. Artists, musicians, and writers, who once found joy in their craft because they were driven by the knowledge that they had limited time to create, find themselves struggling. Without the urgency of death, their work becomes stale. It's as if the passion has been drained out of them. Nothing is urgent anymore. Nothing is worth rushing toward. As the years turn into decades and the decades into centuries, the problem only grows. The once vibrant world has become a place of stagnation. People live on, but they live without purpose. Governments crumble, as those in power, also immortal, can't seem to find a solution to the problems of a world without death. Eventually, all that remains are small pockets of society that continue to exist in isolation, disconnected from one another. The planet, once brimming with life, becomes a cold and empty shell, inhabited by those who no longer know what it means to live. But among the ruins of civilization, a small group of individuals, those who have managed to hold on to their sense of purpose, begin to work together. They begin to understand that immortality isn't a blessing, it's a curse. To truly live, to truly experience the joy of being alive, there must be an end. There must be a finite time to make a difference. So they begin to work on a plan, one that will return death to the world. They don't know how it will work or what the consequences will be, but they're willing to try. They believe that the only way for humanity to truly thrive is to return to the natural cycle of life and death. They find a way to reverse the cosmic event that started it all, using a combination of